Make it stop. Hi, welcome to the last video for this PISD Chemistry December Benchmark Review 2014 to 2015. Let's do the last two questions, 24 and 25. Question 24 reads, write the chemical formula for each of the following. I have picked out A. A is lead 2 oxide. So lead 1, 2 oxide. So lead is Pb. 2, Roman numeral 2 refers to the positive 2. And then I have oxide, oxygen, with a negative 2. I'm going to crisscross. So I should have Pb2O2. I can reduce this ratio of 2 to 2 to a 1 to 1. I should have PbO. Here is lead 2 oxide. Let's do D. D is aluminum hydroxide. Aluminum hydroxide. Aluminum hydroxide would be aluminum. Aluminum has a positive 3 charge, and hydroxide. Hydroxide has a negative 1 charge. So I'm going to crisscross. So I have aluminum with 3 hydroxides. Aluminum hydroxide. Then I have F. F is copper 2 oxide. Copper 2 oxide. Copper 2 oxide, I have Cu for copper plus 2, O minus 2. We've done this before. I'm going to crisscross. I have to reduce my ratio, so I have CuO for copper 2 oxide. Then I have H. H is potassium oxide. Potassium oxide. Potassium oxide would be K for potassium. Potassium is in, sorry about that, potassium is in group 1, so it has a positive 1 charge. Oxygen is in group 16, so it has a negative 2 charge. I'm going to crisscross, so I have K2O1, potassium oxide. K. Phosphoric acid. Phosphoric acid. So phosphoric ends in ic. I know from my rules that if you end in ic, it should be phosphate. So I should look at my table and look for phosphate. It's an acid, and there is no hydro in the front. If there is no hydro, that means that it is a polyatomic ion, like my phosphate, and it should have an H in front because of the acid. The acid represents H, or it means H. Phosphate is PO4 minus 3. Hydrogen is plus 1, so I have PO4 minus 3. I'm going to crisscross. I have H3PO4, phosphoric acid. Then I have sulfurous acid, 4L. So I have sulfurous acid. Again, I have an acid, and there is no hydro in the front. That means it's a polyatomic ion. So I should start with H. H is a plus 1. And I have sulfurous. That means it should be sulfic. I look at my table. Sulfite. Sulfite is SO3, and it has a negative 2 charge. So I'm going to put SO3 with a negative 2 charge. I'm going to crisscross H2SO3, sulfurous acid. 25. For 25, it says name the following compounds. We're doing A. A is PBr5. So I only have one phosphorus, so I'm going to write out phosphorus. And I have 5 bromides, some have phosphorus, penta, bromide. Then I'm going to do E. E is Ag3PO4. I know that Ag is silver, so I'm going to have silver, and I know that PO4 is phosphate. That's silver phosphate. Then I have G with Cu, it's copper, and OH, it's hydroxide. And I'm going to uncrisscross, reverse the crisscross. So I should have a copper with a +2 and a hydroxide with a -1. And I look at my table, and hydroxide does indeed have a -1, so that must be correct. So I should have copper, Roman numeral 2, hydroxide. Alright, let's look at H. H is a little bit different. H is COCl2 6H2O. This is cobalt, and I'm going to reverse the charges, so I have COCl2. I'm going to uncrisscross, so I should have CO +2, Cl -1. I do know that Cl does have a -1 charge, so then that must be correct. So I should have cobalt, Roman numeral 2, chloride, and I have 6 water, so it should be hexahydrate. So I have cobalt 2 chloride hexahydrates. There are 6 water molecules for every one cobalt 2 chloride molecule. And we saw the demonstration in class where I evaporated the water in the Epsom salt, which is heptahydrate. Now let's do the last one, very last one, that is J. And J is NH4Br. I know that NH4 is ammonium. And NH4 has a charge of +1, and Br has a charge of -1, so I have ammonium bromide. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at mayaruizj@pearlandisd.org. Good luck on studying for your final.